I'm presently here at the old Chattanooga Choo Choo Hotel here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I say old because the actual station itself is no longer being used as a railroad-themed hotel slash event venue anymore. Not in the capacity that I remember it being in when I was here in 2013. In fact, most of the rail cars that used to be on the platforms have now been moved back to there in this new boutique hotel style, or have either been donated to TVRM. I know 8 passenger cars that were here in the old hotel were donated, but there's still a few left. I'm counting at least, see, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's another row of 2. There's another like 2 or 3 all behind these. I don't know if the current development company here is gonna scrap them on site or truck them out or donate them. I really don't know what they're going to do, but I'll go on and say it. This one here, if it was donated to a museum, it's going to need, you would basically have to rebuild it from the ground up, because all of this is completely rotted out. All of this is rotted out. That right there is especially rotted out. I'm sure if you peeled this veneer back, or whatever this is, you'd find this entire car body completely eaten through with rust. I mean, hell, good example. See that? That's all rust. That's all rust. It's all rust coming out. You can see just how bad it is here. All underneath, all eaten out. Rotted out mainly. I don't know if there would really be any way to save this particular passenger car now that I'm looking at it closer. To be perfectly honest, you'd be better off scrapping it from the top down and trying to save what little material is left under the frame, like the wheels, the other components and stuff like that. Stuff that's been underneath the car and not exposed to all the rust and weather. Like, I know TVRM could still use the trucks for their passenger cars since these haven't moved in 50 plus years. A lot of the piping and stuff could probably still be used. Hinges and stuff, maybe. Tanks, that could be reused. That's probably a piece of braking equipment there. That could be used again. Another truck, that could be used again. Railings, grab irons, brake handles there. All of that could be reused. Couplers, that could be used. Brake lines. Yeah, here's the other row here. Since these are later cars, these might have a better chance of being saved, but I really don't know just how much of a chance. And I was looking around here to try and find the last passenger car I stayed in when this was still a hotel and when they still went with the railroad theme. But I can't remember which one it was. I think it may have been this one, 755, but I really don't remember. I think the last car I stayed in was numbered 604. But I really don't recall. I will say, if you look in here, most of the bedding and stuff from the old hotel era is still in here. It's just all rotting, to be perfectly honest. As sad as it is to say it. But I can tell you, if they did get this car out of here, it's going to need a lot of work on the windows, because it's probably not watertight. Oh, and this here surprised me. They removed the vestibule platforms here, this thing. I was still able to just walk up in here. In fact, I mean, you can't go in, obviously. They got it locked up tight, but Yeah. And you can see they stripped out the fittings and stuff inside the cars. Oh, heck, even the windows. Damn, even the windows are gone. I didn't notice that. So there's that. So yeah, they just literally took whatever they could out of here. That or people stole what they could out of here. Yeah, 7 something right here. That's where that used to be. Yeah, it looks like before COVID hit, they came and stripped all this out. It looks like, heck, it almost looks like they were trying to update this when COVID happened, because oh no, that's not LED lighting, never mind. I don't know, I'm just looking. This is all mostly this is just me going through nostalgia, that's all it is. Because seeing how much this has changed in 10 years is almost, it's making me recoil a bit, because some of the changes are good, some of them not so much. On one hand, I wish they had kept a lot of what I remember doing and seeing here 10 years ago. But on the other, there's some stuff I felt they could have done to make it more modern. And they're doing a bit of that, but they're just not doing it the right way. There's some old Southern Railway era wording still under here, under this paint. I just hope they donate the remaining cars they're not going to use, because, in all honesty, it'd be a shame to lose them. But at the same time, I really don't know if they are going to save them. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't. That's gonna fall. Personally, if I had it my way, I'd probably go and reach out to the development company who's redeveloping all this, and ask about what they'll do with these remaining cars here. There. So let's see, there's 4 of them here. There's 2 of them here, and 1 more behind them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passenger cars that are still on the old hotel grounds. And I guess they're using these for storage, because you can see they ripped stuff out in there. Or that could have been different vandals, I don't know. And these shops have always been here. They've been here since 2013 or longer, and I'm glad they still are. I hope they stay here longer than that. Old platform tracks and the old end of train or end of track buffers they had for the station here. Probably would have been a sign indicating that, along with a light right there where this open spot is. I'll get a photo of this for the guys who are modeling stuff. And here's what they've done with the actual station building itself. That's now a restaurant and bar. There was a garden where that gravel lot is. That's now gone. There was more station platforming like that here, and that's gone. I do remember coming here and liking the gardens. That was always something nice to look at. But that's now gone. That's where this all used to be. And they got rid of it, which is a dang shame. But yeah, the inside of the station, they've pretty much removed a lot of the stuff that would tell you it's a train station. Internally, like the ticket windows, the old phone booths, the seating. And they've just made the main, and they've pretty much walled off the actual wings on the left and right side of the station to where, concourse, to where you really can't tell what used to be there. Oh. And here's all that's left of the old streetcar tour they did for the station grounds in 2013 when I was here. They had a streetcar that could still take you down the surviving station trackage, the surviving trackage that led into the station. And they got rid of that around the last time I visited Chattanooga and stayed in the station. I don't know what they did with the streetcar. I think they donated it or it got sold off. I don't know, but you can see they've pretty much ripped up all the track that used to go back there to the back of the property. In fact, the old interlocking tower that used to be there in 2013 was also torn down. In fact, but the interlocking machine for it, or rather the board for it, that was on display inside the station is now at TVRM, along with the phone booth that used to be in there too, so that's safe at the very least. And I guess this car is being kept because it's used as a restaurant. And I think the other remaining hotel passenger cars they had here in the station platforms were just, the new company thought were still salvageable, I guess, were just moved over to their new property, and that's where they're now at, right there. So they basically took the railroad-themed hotel aspect and literally moved it just a few hundred feet or so back from the actual station itself, unfortunately. If it were me, I would have kept it all where it was. But, oh well. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. That all used to be event space there, and it's now closed. There used to be a track there too, and it's now gone. Same with right here. But yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all later. Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another video in Tunnel Hill, Georgia. Here's a brief overview of the landscape. As you can see, nice and rural. There's the old Tunnel Hill Depot peeking out of the tracks there. CSX's main line into Dalton. The visitor center and whatnot is closed today, but I can still walk up to the tunnel to take a look at it. You can't go into the tunnel anymore, not on foot, because, and not when it's closed anymore, because some idiots decided to vandalize it a year or two back. So yeah, to the morons who did that, thanks guys. Oh, anyway, got an old retaining wall here with the signals. Yeah, I got photos of that for reference material for high iron. And oh yeah, and there's this. That right there is what's left of a derailment that occurred here. All this. Excuse me, sorry. I'm amazed at how grown in this has gotten now. But I'm also glad that they actually just left this, to be honest. Oh well. But yeah, I'm just going to walk up and show you all of part of the tunnel. Because again, since the visitor center is closed, you can't really go and see the house that's over there or the tunnel. You can't walk through the tunnel anymore, and you can't really walk up to the house anymore. Not without staff there. Excuse me. Still, the house is worth looking at, and I'll try to get a photo of it real quick before the gentleman mowing the grass comes by. There we go. is a replica covered bridge here. Not original to Tunnel Hill, but it is a nice little replica of one though. And here's the small railroad bridge over this same creek here. The granite stone here, that's Civil War era, pre-Civil War even. I don't want to know what just dropped, but here's the original railroad alignment right here. These stone bridge piers right here. That's what's left of the original Western and Atlantic Railroad grade here in Tunnel Hill. When Western and Atlantic's successor came in, they actually bypassed the old tunnel and grade, and that's why that concrete bridge is there. It's interesting, you can see how deep this is. It has to be like 4 or 5 feet deep right there at the most. So the camera's going vertical while I zoom in. Camera's now horizontal again. See, there's how you can tell the bridge is a replica. Steel I-beams. Oh yeah, and there's also an old general store up there too that they have on display. Yeah, and at one time there used to be a feed mill here in Tunnel Hill, which was the main employer which also incorporated the old Western and Atlantic Depot. When that shut down, in I believe the 90s or 2000s, they completely demolished the feed mill, but made a point to save the depot, and it's now been restored. Because if you look at my footage from, I think a few years back, you can actually see what the depot looked like before they restored it and see what it looked like now. Looks like now. During my later visits. Huh. Interesting. Maybe there is something going on over there. Who knows? Oh well. Yeah, when the museum is open, they'll actually have a little golf cart tour that takes you up here to the tunnel. And the new right-of-way for the former Western and Atlantic is across that fence there. Okay. So they had to go and double gate the tunnel. That's a shame. Of course, then again, I don't remember these forward gates being here. That must be something new. But yeah, we're now on the path that the General in Texas were on during the chase. In fact, you can still see the old railroad ballast that was here when they rediscovered the tunnel. Well, I don't know. Maybe this was here and I just didn't see it. But yeah, this is a vandalism prevention method here. But I have other videos of the tunnel on my channel that you guys can check out. But the long short of it is they'll take you through on a golf cart going through the tunnel this way, turn around, then drive back through about the speed General in Texas ran through the tunnel. And then that's usually the end of the tour for the tunnel, and then they'll go over to the house that Sherman occupied during the Civil War. Show you that, and the general store, and then the visitor center. And then that's it. Though the tunnel itself, the portals of it are of similar construction to Missionary Ridge Tunnel on TVRM's excursion train. The stone construction's practically identical, save for the plaque they put at the top. They actually had a new sign up there. Let me see. What does that say? Ah, Heritage 2000. Okay. Well, seeing as my battery's dead, I'm probably going to call it here, so I'll see y'all later. Or see you at the depot, whichever.
So we're going to Dalton.
I would still like to go over to the depot just in case.
Oh, over here?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Okay. When you said depot, I wasn't thinking that we were going to do that. I said, not going to go to truck. Dalton.
Now, is that not weird or what?
Yep.
The minute we turn around, it stops.
Yep.
What? Or it could just be because we're moving. Old signal post there.
Red, red, red.
And this siding's completely out of use. And this is still gated. Oh well. That's weird. It went from raining to silent.
Right.
I don't know whether to be concerned or amazed by that.
You still walk in here. There's some more people driving in and parking.
I know.
Are you going to get out?
Well, yeah, this was...
Okay.
Switching from the photo of the depot in 2003 to today, here's what the depot looks like now when it's been fully restored. This is my second time back here to the depot just in its restored state. As you guys could see in my prior recording, well, I think the gentleman upstairs just turned the shower off while we were turning around. It went from raining to quiet like that, which was honestly hilarious. In fact, you could see the rainstorm right there. That's it. That's what just blew through. So it has a front on one end, the rain in the middle, and then a front back here. And as I say that, it starts back again. Okay. I'm going to get undercover. I wanted to rephotograph the 2003 angle of the depot, but given the fact that the bottom's about to fall out again, I'm just going to take cover and just weather the storm. But I'll say I love what they did with the depot, though. And unlike the depot in Chattanooga, you can see they tried to use the original entrances and exits. Where there would have been freight doors, they've put proper doors. Where there's windows, they would have put windows. Which are probably based on the older the only surviving photos of the depot early on. Because yeah, see, in that plaque I showed down there at the, right over there under that building, hold on one second. That plaque I showed down there showed the depot from this angle, and you could see these doors and windows, and there was even, though I doubt they could show it now, there was even a semaphore signal right here. It'd be neat if they could replicate that, but I doubt it. Something that is a bit concerning to me, though, is how easily this concrete is coming loose when I rub it. To the guys who did the concrete pour for this stage, y'all may want to fix this or add some drainage right here, because that's eating at the concrete. If I can rub it away with my shoe, that says something. That really says something. And this here, where I'm standing, and beyond the stage, is what used to be the feed mill that the depot building was incorporated into. Of course, the good thing about a depot of this type, stone depot, is even if it had completely fallen in, they could have still saved it because it's all stone. That's literally what the walls and all are made of. And here's the more visible remains of the feed mill with the grainage silos and whatnot. And then right here, all right here, is what's left of the mill sidings, which have been removed. There was only ever one. But you can see we got more rain coming as a mist. So I just wanted to show this real quick before the rain got real bad again. So I will see y'all either later on when this rain in Dalton, or sooner when the train comes, whatever comes first. Till then, I'm going to be undercover on the stage, and I will see y'all later. So from here on out, my narration ends. Enjoy the rain. Oh boy. Well, now I'm marooned. Well, shit, now I'm a bit marooned in here. Okay, no issue. At least unlike on Edisto, I have more cover, so there is that at least. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm now presently marooned under Tunnel Hill Depot's stage area due to the rain, so. But I'm okay, because unlike Edisto, where I was in a small dock and its little covered area, this is bigger, so the rain can't really get in here, not unless there was really high winds. But you know, the good thing about that is I can still train watch under here, and well, the sound's nice to listen to, if I'm being honest. It's just too bad I can't get my tripod, because this would be a good shot right here. Same with over here, showing the depot. Oh well. They don't want people driving into the parking lot, which I kind of get, you know. I don't have an issue with that, but still. But yeah, until the rain moves out for the next few minutes, I'm going to be a bit marooned here, because I think that is the storm front right there. Go figure. Oh well. Oh well. So I'll just be quiet and let y'all enjoy the rain from atop my camera bag. What do you do?